This is the Giantex Portable Washing Machine, full automatic washer and dryer, and let me tell you, when I first came across this little machine, I was curious, but I wasn't sure if it would meet my expectations. I mean, with something this compact, you can't help but wonder, can it really handle household laundry? Well, I've been using it for a while now, and I think I can share a pretty honest review, both the good and the not so good, based on my experience. To begin with, let's talk about its size and design. If you're someone like me, living in an apartment, a dorm, or even thinking about using it in an RV, this washing machine is a great fit because of its compact dimensions. It's about 17 inches wide, 17 inches deep, and about 29.5 inches tall. Honestly, it's small enough to tuck into a corner without getting in the way, yet it doesn't feel flimsy or overly light. It's sturdy, with a clean white finish that blends well with most spaces, so it doesn't scream for attention. The fact that it only weighs about 37 pounds is a huge deal if you need to move it around your home or store it when it's not in use. Now, on to the functionality, because let's be real, that's what matters with a washing machine. This one is designed to hold up to 8 pounds of laundry, which doesn't sound like a lot, but surprisingly, it's enough for the type of everyday loads I typically do, like t-shirts, socks, or even a small pile of bedding. What makes it even better is that it functions as both a washer and a spin dryer. The spin dryer isn't a fully fledged dryer like you'd expect from a regular machine. It doesn't completely dry your clothes, but it does a great job removing most of the water so that your laundry air dries faster. When it comes to operating this washing machine, the controls are super user-friendly. I'll admit, when I first set it up, I was nervous about whether I'd need to read a complicated manual or spend hours figuring things out. Thankfully, that wasn't the case at all. The control panel is straightforward, with push buttons for different settings. You've got choices like wash, rinse, spin, or rinse, spin only. It also has different water levels to match your load size, which is a big plus. You can choose from high, medium, or low, depending on how much laundry you've got that day. The LED display is small but clear. It shows the remaining time, so you always know how much longer it's going to take. Now let's talk about setup and drainage, because that's something I initially had some questions about. The machine hooks up pretty easily to a sink or a standard water outlet. It comes with 2 hoses, one for filling the washer with water and one for draining it. The drain pump is built in, which I personally think is essential because, without it, getting rid of the used water would be a hassle. The hose used for drainage is long enough to place into a sink, but I will say, depending on your setup, you might have to adjust it now and then to ensure it stays where it needs to be. It's not a deal breaker, but it's worth mentioning. When using the washer, one of the first things I noticed was how quiet it is during the wash cycle. I could have it running while I was working at home or watching TV, and it didn't bother me at all. That changes slightly during the spin cycle, which does get a bit louder. It's not unbearable, but it's something to keep in mind if you have thin walls or are using it during a time when others might be resting. I usually try to use it during the day just to avoid any potential noise issues. From my experience, the Giantex does a good job with everyday clothing. T-shirts, leggings, lighter fabrics, all of that comes out clean without a hitch. Heavier items like jeans or hoodies might take a little more pre-soaking, but that's standard for most portable machines. The spin function, while not 100% perfect, is effective enough that I don't have dripping wet clothes. That's a win for me because air drying is much faster when most of the moisture is already gone. I'd recommend this for anyone who's tight on space or looking for a portable option. If you're in an apartment without dedicated washer hookups, this is a lifesaver. It's also great if you travel in an RV or if you're temporarily staying in a dorm. I wouldn't necessarily suggest it for larger households or people with bigger laundry needs because of its 8-pound capacity. For what it's designed for, though, it's efficient and reliable. One thing I think is important to point out is the build quality. The tub inside is made of stainless steel, which not only looks nice, but also makes it pretty durable. After weeks of use, I haven't noticed any weird smells or issues with wear and tear. The rest of the machine is made from sturdy materials that seem like they'll last a long time with proper care. That said, cleaning it regularly is key. There's a small filter inside that needs to be cleaned to prevent clogs, which is a quick process once you know where it is. In conclusion, the Giantex Portable Washing Machine is not without its quirks, but for a compact and affordable solution, it gets the job done. It's perfect for someone like me who wants to avoid trips to the laundromat and needs a machine that doesn't take up half the room. If you're considering this purchase, I'd say go for it, as long as you know what to expect. It's not a replacement for a full-size machine, but for smaller loads and limited spaces, it does its job well. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this review helpful or have any questions about the washing machine, leave a comment below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more reviews like this. Thank you for watching.